everybody, it's Fat Daddy. We back at you one more time again. Today, a little something different. We're going to just give you a tour of Camp Zulu here. Now we got it just about where we want it, and we haven't done a complete tour. So we'll start just by giving you an overall. Binoculars. There we go. Binoculars. Okay, this is what it looks like out from the front gate. And what we'll do is we'll run in and we'll go up the catwalk, go all the way around, and then we'll discover what else is around the base area here, okay? Please always make sure you lock your gates because the bandits will open them up if you don't. Okay, we'll start down here. This over here is going to be our garden shed. And then this shed over here, this is what we use to store our car parts for the armor, vehicle armor. Okay. Then if you notice, I also have I call that my logging truck because I use that primarily for just gaining wood. It's my storage shed locker. You notice I got quite a bit of stuff in here, so I do a lot of looting. This is the favorite thing I like to do. Okay, then here, this is where we store our kind of like our scrap metal, stuff like that, nails, all kinds of goodies. Over here, this is where we keep our wood items, including sticks, rope, stuff like that, and our table saw. Very handy. Using the table saw will gain you an extra 2 or 3 planks of wood per log versus the chainsaw versus the axe. Okay, this is our log storage area. I keep all my logs. I just fill it up. Yep. We're going to have to take care of this horde first, looks like. Of course, I'm going to start recording. Okay, I made quick work out of them. All right, continue on. Let's go back to where we kind of left off here. I can kind of explain things to you. Hopefully we don't have a second horde on the other side. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Okay, let's go up here to Watchtower first. This really allows me with my binoculars to really see. Oops, I gotta put the binoculars back. So up here, so I can get a really good view, especially when the sun's shining. I can see quite a distance here. Okay, we're going to go around the catwalk first area. Come up here, we can see the horse fairly decent up here too. Just a little more for aesthetics. Then I also have my generator right here. Let's see. Should have some fuel. Oh, one can. You need to stock up. Okay, and this does give me some light up here. Also allows me to keep an eye on my electric fence down here at the gate. I also have a nice little platform right here, which gives me a pretty good view on the sides, and I got one on each corner. Currently, I think I have 3 generators ready to go. I wish they would allow us to manufacture or craft a control box. Okay, I also have a second set of steps to get up here from here. Eventually, I'm probably going to redo this platform and do it like I did the others. But right now, I don't really get too many Zeeks coming over here on this side. Every once in a while, I do. This is my down here. Let's go ahead and go down here. We'll check out the main area. This used to be my explosive shed here. I currently don't have anything in it because I have rebuilt my armory. We will be showing you that. All right, this is my repair shop. This is where I keep my main vehicle. And currently I'm keeping my electronics and camping materials I have here. Most of my electronics I have over here. And then the rest of this is primarily just things to do with either vehicle parts, repair parts. I got my tire storage here. And over here I have my the other things that you can upgrade on your vehicle, like fuel filters, extra exhaust, navigational systems. I haven't used the car alarm yet, fuel tanks, so on. This is my second generator here, and this powers up all of my battery banks, and I've actually got this now to where I can do a few more. This here's my fuel and my empty fuel cans. And because batteries are so heavy, I keep a battery compartment right here just so I can put them in and out easily. This used to be my armory over here. It's been cleaned out. I'm probably going to move my electronic stuff over to there. And I do have plans on putting a, what do you call it, a stable for the horses right here. I don't have a horse current, but I do plan on putting one in. Okay, right now I've just got my saddles are stored right here. Now I usually, but since I just redid my armory, I usually store 3 more lockers right here just for a quick unload of my vehicle. If I'm doing a lot of looting, I'll come back and I'll unload a couple of times a day, and then at the end of the day I'll go ahead and put everything away. We're going to start over here first with the basement area. This used to be my ground floor, but now these cars are spawning back in again. So I use this primarily just for my composting. Yeah, that's primarily, and then storage. I use these as scrap materials and stuff. So and that's that part for you guys. Okay, next we're going to show you our living quarters here. I mean, here, this is where we live and work primarily. I got all my med supplies up and over in this area. Okay, these two are used primarily just to store things I need to use over in here for a quick grab for billing. I'll come over in here, and then of course I keep my pelts stored here. They're heavy, so they're right next to my tanning rack. Then I got, of course, my sewings right there by it. Let's get close in here so we can see. Here's where my melee bench is, my anvil. My vehicle upgrade bench. Standard crafting bench. This is my guns and ammo. I'm going to put another one over my armory too, along with some of these items. Over here's where I used to make all my fuel. I keep my my fat down here, oil cans up here. Here I keep all my liquor bottles for making fuel with, because you need water, potatoes, and you also need this just to make your fuel long fall. Here's just some more fuel. I just redid the fuel, so I haven't moved it all over yet. Here's where I keep my raw materials. I'll keep extra water here in case I run out while I'm doing my crafting. It takes a lot of water to make a bunch of these things. So, okay, over in here, this is where my CB radios are, where I can call and call to see if I can get some survivors to come in and do some trading. Sometimes the bandits. The second battery bank here, this is for all my refrigerators I have up above. And here's where I store the fuel for it, the generator, and the batteries. Okay, over here's my food supplies, canned goods. Pretty much like baggy goods. Here's my jars, and then here's just extra bottles, cans, and jars. I do have a couple reefers over here, some water in case I need it. Starting over here, I have my miscellaneous materials here. You notice I've got a couple of books. Got a scrap weapons magazine and a flamethrower, which I already have. I'd like to give these away to somebody one of these days. If you're interested, just let me know. My hat's over here. Gloves. Rest of my clothes. I got my summer clothes, winter clothes. And over here, my pants. I was storing my guns up here, and then, of course, my bed. And then here's just some of my trophies. I have all these set up here for like heat and light too. And then here's my cooking station. And then here's where I keep my matches and stuff. So that's the lower level. All right, so let's go up to the upper deck. Okay, here's where I keep most of my reefers, right here. Okay, and some of them I'm using. It looks like I need to, while I'm here, let's go ahead and replace the batteries. That one doesn't need it because they're already spoiled. They're good to go. Yeah, so we need 4 batteries. And I have 2. I'm falling behind. I've been working too hard. All right, let's see here. Put one here. Put one there. Put one here. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, these I use for primarily farming. Let's start over here. This is where I keep all my fertilizer. Here's where I keep my seed. This is extra storage for when I do my harvest. Same here. I know I got a couple guys down below me here. They can't get in as long as they keep it locked. They will spoil out here, which is fine because you can still make your fuel with these, or you can use them for fertilizer. Okay, then over here is where all my water is. Believe it or not, I tend to run out of water a lot, even with all this out here. In the summer, you don't usually get a whole lot of water coming through. These are all full, ready to go. One thing I have noticed, a little trick, keep your water in the barrels. It will not go bad on you. You keep your water in your rain collectors, it will not go bad on you. At least I found so far, it has not. Okay, these are well lit also. All right, let's go into my armory, which is right here. And this is where I show off all my weapons that I have so far. I start off with my snipers, my hunting rifles, assault rifles, submachine guns, special weapons like rocket launchers, RPKs, flamethrowers, pistols, shotguns, bows and arrows. You know, we're going to start here. This is where I keep all my weapons. And I try to keep about the same, so I'll start here with my my snipers, and then I start working down kind of my specialties, and then my I just start working from there the rest of my guns. Okay, and here is where I keep my attachments for all my guns. So you're right here next to each other. Also keep all the stuff I need for repairing the guns. Here's my bows, my extra bows. I don't use them too much, so I don't have a lot. All my pistols I have so far. This over here is going to be all my ammo, all up and down here. I'm going to start on one side, and then I work my way down. These are kind of available right now. I'm full all the way up into, I think it's this one, yeah, right here. Okay, and then over here, this is where I show off some of my rest of my items I found. And I just put one of each down here so I know what I do have in stock. If it's not down here, then I'm out of stock or I'm using it. Swords, spears, knives, gas mask, night vision, helmets, armor, and that's probably about it over here. We come in here, now this, if you notice, I've got this is all heavy armored up, just because this is where I now keep my explosives. The first one here is just materials I'm using at the moment for all the building. Up in here, I start off with my propane, which that's actually nap gas in that color. Propane's blue. I'm sure they'll fix that at one particular time. I'll put this in here. For now, also I have fireworks. Just my gas bottles for my flamethrower. All my grenades. Landmines. These are going to be all my grenade launcher ammos. And then here, this is where I keep my RPGs and the rockets for them. Okay, and that is Camp Zulu, my friends. Oh, I forgot one thing. Let's go up here. This is my garden area. It really doesn't need to be much bigger than this, because this is all I really need right here. These are ready to harvest. Another hint for you right quick. You keep them in here, they do not spoil. Now, if you go to harvest these, if you have your backpacks empty, go to harvest, it will fill up your backpack as much as it can. So if you only want to harvest a little bit of it, fill your backpack up, and that way you only get a couple of rows of what you want to harvest. So that way it keeps while it's in here. That is a very good hint for you guys. Here I have my cabbage. Oh, it's actually starting to grow. Late summer, so I need to get some water and fertilizer in here. We can do the water right quick. All right, it's full. Need some fertilizer. Let me grab one. I'm going to get these growing. A lot of times you just have to plant them, and I plant them in the fall, and then wait for it to start to grow in the spring, because they all have their own seasons. And you know, just when you think you got the seasons down, lo and behold, you don't. Fertilizer, and okay, so it's good to go. That should continue to grow. All right, everybody, that is Camp Zulu. Looks like they gave up on me, huh? Oh, here's somebody walking around somewhere. All right. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you next time.